Hey everyone, Cadams Tech here. So in this video, I actually want to go over some of my plans when it comes to studying the technology of my choice right now. It's React, and how I am going to go about learning it. So let's get into that. But first, if you're new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. I am going to come out with a lot of software engineering related content soon, as well as study sessions and trying to show some tips on how to get deeper with technologies. And yes, I did cut my hair. I actually shaved it, but growing it back out at the moment. It's fun to change it up every now and then. You know, I like breaking out of my comfort zone a lot of the time. Now I get to sport this polo hat, so that's cool, huh? Alright, so as I mentioned, I currently am planning on studying React and getting a lot deeper with it. I do have a solid grasp of the fundamentals. I'll tell you what I currently know and what I'm currently trying to learn and broaden my horizon with in terms of React. Behind me I have a list of the basics up above, and down below I have all of the hooks from the API. Currently, some of my learning resources are a Udemy React course, and I'll link that down in the description, as well as the official react.js documentation, and currently I'm using the beta version. I'll link the specific version as well down below. So my plans is to wake up at 5 a.m. So I'm going to go to bed around 10 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m., and basically try and cram in 2 hours, maybe 3 hours worth of studying before I begin work at 9 a.m. So that is what I would like to share with you guys. So right now I'm currently making my way through the hooks API documentation. I really love hooks, but I've realized that I did not know half of these hooks. So I'm trying to get deeper with each of these and basically take some notes, handwritten notes, as well as actually trying to apply the hook within code. So write some code and see that hook in action. And some of these hooks are very straightforward, where it's it's cut and dry. It performs one duty. But some other hooks, like the use effect, for instance, there's several different variations of it. You could do 4 or 5 different things with the use effect hook, and based on that specific way of doing it, you'll get a certain result. So I really want to get intimate with these hooks and actually try and learn every nook and cranny of it to the best of my ability, and try and just segment off the all of React into chunks, manageable chunks that I'm going to tackle learning. So I did mention that the basics I have down. I'll show you in a second what those are. I've been using those for several years, but other parts of the app, or not app, but other parts of the React, basically I don't know as well. Like, I don't know all of the hooks. I would like to be in a position where I can say, I know all of these hooks, and I know what they do. I'm able to describe what they do, and then I'm able to demonstrate through code, how to apply it, or and when the proper use cases are for using specific hooks, and when bad use cases are for them. And this is listed out on the beta documentation. But also, I want to be able to architect React applications in various ways and be able to recognize various patterns. So, yeah, I like this cup. It says eat, sleep, code, repeat. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next while now. I'm feeling a strong drive, and I really want to just devour some knowledge and learn, and wake up, study every single day and make progress. So every single day I'm better than I was the day before. So, yeah. All right, so as I mentioned, I put up there React Expert. I put over here, listed out the hooks up above. This paper's larger than what you can see in the frame, in the view. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different fundamental basics that React has listed out on the beta.js documentation. I realized that I know all of these basics very well. I've been using them for years now. And I needed to explore other parts of the framework that I am a little less unfamiliar, I'm a little less familiar with. So, okay. So that being said, I'm breaking the framework up into several chunks. I'm going to try and show and demonstrate how I'm learning this, and I'm also trying to come up with new learning tips myself so I can put it in my mind and remember it, be able to recall it, be able to demonstrate it, show real expertise in it. But then after I learn these segments, so there's the basics, there's the hooks, there is the React components, such as fragment, profile, or things of that nature. There is React APIs, so we have create context, we have memo. These are some of the React APIs. We also have the React DOM APIs, and these are things like create portal, for instance. And then we also have the React DOM entry points, React DOM entry points. So there's also various other things that go along with this, but these are the things that I'm focusing on right now. So I want to be able to take each segment, internalize it, understand it, be able to explain it, be able to apply it through code, and recognize, hey, this will be a good use case for it. And no, this will be a terrible use case for it. So after I, get this documentation down, I understand it, I'm able to do what I just said, I would like to try and talk to other React developers, people that consider themselves experts in React, and I would like to try and see what they know, see what I know, be able to compare notes, be able to, I can learn new information from them, and I just would like to do that with several different React experts so I can continue getting additional input until I'm like, yeah, it's very rare that I come across a React dev where I haven't been there and done that, or haven't seen that before. That'll be a nice goal. I think I would probably at that point consider myself an expert myself, and that would be when I can do all of those things. So for the basics on the site, they have it listed as this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll also pull up the documentation in probably my next video. I'll pull up the actual official beta JS docs. But it is creating and nesting components, writing markup with JSX, adding styles, displaying data, conditional rendering, rendering lists, responding to events, updating the screen, using hooks, and then sharing data between components. So I've marked these off with green because I've done all of this tons of times. I'm very, very comfortable with all of this. So I have, in my eyes, I've mastered the basics. Behind me, I have hooks. This is the section that I'm currently tackling right now. If you want, I'll just quickly read through the hooks. Okay, these hooks right here. And as I feel like I've mastered each of these hooks, there's a couple on here that I already feel like I have. I just don't want to mark them off quite yet because I really want to make sure I get every nook and cranny of it. Anyways, so the hooks are, and this is, once again, this is all listed on the beta.js React docs, but use callback, use context, use debug value, use deferred value, use effect, use ID, use imperative handle, use insertion effect, use layout effect, use memo, use reducer, use ref, use state, use sync external store, and use transition. These are all of the hooks that they have listed. So my plan is to essentially go through each hook, read about it from top to bottom in the documentation, write notes, understand it, internalize it, be able to apply it through code in various instances, and then just make it a part of myself, make it a part of me. That's what I really, really want to do. So I'm going to do this with all of these hooks, and there's a few other sections of the documentation where there are different things like React APIs, components, etc. I want to make sure that I do the same thing with those. Cross them off in green and get through it all. Try and be really thorough with it. Try and get deep with the technology. I'm also still going to continue putting out videos where I give tips and information when it comes to software engineering. So not necessarily all study. I I think it'll be pretty fun to have a mixture of both. Change it up, make things a little more exciting. Okay, so you'll see me over here at this desk in the morning, and I am going to have my laptop open, have the notebook open, and plug away. So just, break things down and understand them and try and explain the process of what I'm doing. Maybe you guys will have lots of feedback from me, I'm sure, and be able to tell me some study tips. Probably would want to, do things like sit straight, make sure you're drinking lots of water, different habits that could also assist in studying. Make sure you have enough sleep every night, and stay away from heavy sugars, stuff like that. Okay, so I would like to, share this process with you guys and see, how it goes, and show, some tips on how to just continue improving and improving and improving. And then once I, have expert level with React, I would like to move on to another technology and really deep dive with that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, share to your friends that are also developers, or people that you know that are interested in development. That would be very helpful. Till the next one, which will be very soon.